but both players like will deal with it differently. So somebody on one screen saying, kill the other player, kill the other player, they're getting too close to the end, and then both of you die.
Yeah. Mark, I know for a fact that at some point I asked you, but it was so long ago. It may have been like around release. Like, I remember it was probably one of the first things I ever asked you. I was like, Mark, is this possible? And you're like, no. Or like you like said maybe, but it would be a lot of like you'd have to like think about it or something. Like you said some goofy one-liner. I swear. But
nobody knew how to do anything with NASB back then.
yeah,
Mark's really like improved though over the past year or so, just making like all this cool stuff.
yeah, he's a demon, dude. He's the combo devil. All right, looks like we're getting started here. Oh.
Everything good?
Yeah, I'm just explaining how to pick stages. They've stricken successfully, but they weren't sure how like it worked.
Fair enough. Patrick and Reptar, these characters, I'm not sure what to say because some of the community considers like Patrick to be one of the worst, and some people consider Patrick to be quite decent. So that'll be interesting to see Patrick in a matchup versus a character that isn't necessarily like considered more of a top tier, because Reptar's kind of, people say he's kind of low to mid, like Reptar kind of just is like in this weird void area where he doesn't really fit with the top tiers, but doesn't really fit as a low tier either. It's all about the matchup spreads. It's all about like what you can get away with, right? And when you're playing not Patrick, actually,
Ooh.
My bad, that's Azula.
That's my bad.
Azula versus Reptar is much more favorable for MrFatKat here.
Yeah, I think
But
these two definitely have the... This is like kind of like a tried and true matchup for sure. This is kind of like one of those ones, oh god. Usually strong for Azula, right? Usually is able to juggle. And we're kind of seeing a little bit of that here with the up tilts, trying to get that started here. But, oh my gosh, the fire though.
you have to be so careful because Azula is one of those lighter characters that's more of a glass cannon, and Reptar can just absolutely blow you up.
Yeah. And Happy, very aware of that, has played against some of the best to ever do it when it comes to Azula pretty consistently. And even some of his other bad matchups as well. And he consistently in Dutchmans gets top 8. So he's just one of those players that people are maybe doomer about Reptar, and he's the opposite, which is always really cool to see.
As they're hitting hard, just securing another stock, commanding 2-stock lead.
Yeah, so far Happy. Then thrown into this disadvantage state, but right now, it seems like as soon as MrFatKat isn't able to get like their advantage state started, like they're getting these throws, they're getting these up tilts, right? But just as soon as Happy is aware that, oh, I'm not gonna die off of this, or I don't have to like panic yet, he's just going to town, man. He just is completely aware of what he is capable of and like what he needs to do. And right now he's doing the stomps.
That's the most like deadly thing about Reptar, is that if you're not calling Reptar and killing him off of like every interaction, then you're gonna feel the pain when Reptar inevitably gets in, because you're gonna take upwards of 60% off of one interaction. You're gonna die to things like that.
Wow. Yeah. That was good. That was fucking crazy.
It can be extremely punishing if you let Reptar slip in at any point in the match.
Definitely. And that's like definitely one of his biggest strengths too. That's like why I think a lot of people say like, hey, this character is not that bad. Like he seems bad, like on surface level, he has all of the makings. A slow, big character with a not so great recovery, right? Slowish frame data. But then you look at like more numbers and you realize, you know, this character still has like moves that are plus. And like he has like really punishing strong moves. And he has some really consistent combo tools. And some really nasty set launch angles on like F tilt and jab and... Or not jab, what is that? Up tilt, I think? Yeah. He has just some crazy options, for sure.
And they're fast, too. Like, they're fast comparatively for the size of what they are. Like, forward tilt is just insane. Reptar takes like a kind of a step back and then leans forward. And I've gotten outspaced by that move before. It's a little frustrating, but definitely a very vital tool to Reptar.
Absolutely.
Looks like we'll be getting into game 2 here. Are we gonna see a switch up? I don't know.
That's a good question. Let me zoom in here because I've been kind of flying all around making sure shit's working right. You never know, like how with so many people, you want to make sure their first experience is like pretty good, you know? It's just always like, and there's so many new faces too. I'm like losing myself in this. Okay, so yeah, they're saying they're teaching bands. Shout out to Happy. It's nice, like, too, even if you get like kind of like beat up in your first event or like your first match, like especially if you're new, right? Somebody who's like on the flip side is like at least willing to help you through, like, yeah, this is your first tournament, like here's how the stage bands work, here's how like all of this stuff works. So like for instance, like people not even know like how stage striking works. So but it looks like even despite that, FatKat is aware of what he's good on, picking Miracle City Volcano as Azula for their game number 2, which
makes sense to me.
Very smart decision, yeah. But
and Patrick's here.
Okay,
let's go.
That also makes sense. Lucky, that's a good stage for him, as we know from the famous backshot clip. Maybe he's looking for some clips. I like it. I always take some Patrick.
A little more carefully here.
Yeah, hanging on this platform. I like this. Trying to shield, but maybe that's another thing is like you have to be aware of like that unblock. It's not safe to block. You also can't miss those techs, so we'll see. Can you recover here?
Oh, miss input with the side special there. Maybe miss input. Very unfortunate though. You're gonna have to make up this lead very fast if you want to stay in this game.
Oh, the stomps are coming in. Oh.
Ooh.
Going for some swag there, but still keeping it going here at 129. Trying to up special. Up strong. Not doing as much knockback as I would have expected there. But maybe Patrick's just that big. Alright, we're getting something going here.
Yeah, it's trying to play it like a weird kind of mid-range angle, trying to get those dash techs in, but not able to find too much. Happymilla off stage.
Oh, hold on! Let's go. Oh. I was popping off. Let's go, Cat. Or FatKat.
These nares.
This is scary.
There's just no room to play when you're getting hit like this.
Oh no. And Happy too, very aware of like, alright, well, he's gonna recover there. And we're not seeing too much too. Like one thing Patrick can do for that like recovery stall is he can do that strong up air, right? That spinny move. And that kind of stalls where you're gonna be moving to, just enough to where, yeah, now you can't make it back. But there, up air is coming in clutch, no slime. First stock taken from Happymilla.
Cat's still just playing at that mid-range, trying to find something and just getting stomped in the face.
Pushed back down, dude, and that's unfortunate. That's one of those things where it's like, I don't know if that was just a stage thing or if it was like a really good timing thing. But
it's Patrick.
Yeah, it might just be a Patrick thing. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh.
Mel's gonna be moving on though to the next round.
We got a battle of the what would I even call this? The ideals or something? I don't even know what to call this.
What are the ideals?
So we're gonna be watching. We're gonna be watching Toast and Zune. So it's like the Lucy's versus the Beavers. And it's always something. And even Toast is saying something. He's like, "Oh no, this is being streamed." It was just too good to get, you know.